Good morning and welcome back to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, December 3rd, 2020. Let's get these cards shuffled up and let's see what the energy for this Thursday is going to be all about, what we want to know, what we want to keep in mind, as well as what kind of keywords we want to have in our heads as we get into our day and into our situations. So let's get this first pile down, this second pile, and finally now, this last pile. And today, definitely feeling the vibe off the center pile. So let's see what we have for a card, shall we? And we have the Hermit card, which is a major arcana, of course. And along with that, one of my favorite cards out of the deck. So when we look at the Hermit card, let's come up with some key words, right? And some things we want to keep in mind. So one of the things that comes up is spiritual enlightenment, soul searching, and self-reflection. Those are three very big topics and very big deals that I could spend hours on all within itself. When we look at it as well, we look at introspective work and contemplation, inner guidance and solitude. If you haven't picked up the vibe of this card yet, it's not really about taking any action on any situation that might be going on right now in your life. It's more about taking a step back, taking some time out for yourself, and really analyzing both yourself as well as the situation around you before reacting and responding to it. Some of the things you want to keep in mind is potentially having the opportunity and the privilege to sharing some of your wisdom with others, and leading by example, doing things that you feel are necessary to do, that are right to do, and doing it because it is the right thing to do. In doing so, you're going to be leading by example and helping others to maintain their own truths and maintain their own self-confidence to do that exact same thing. Now, some of the shadow work you want to keep in mind and some of the shadow self that you want to try to stay away from is hiding from the outside world, right? It's one thing to withdraw and to do some purposeful self-searching, soul-searching, and some self-work. But it's another thing to put yourself away from the outside world purposely to hide from it. So in other words, we don't want to stick our head in the sand today. The other thing to be considerate of from the Hermit card is the vibe and that whole shadow side of ourselves, which can develop some social anxiety from being out with people. That being said, address that. Work with yourself on that. Why do we get social anxiety? What do we need from ourselves to do in order to minimize that? It's okay and it's healthy to get a little bit anxious about situations, but that anxiety could be utilized as energy to help us push forward and to make it a much more successful event versus building up that anxiety and letting it define us and actually either limit our interactions with others or cause us to bury our head in the sand and not get out there at all. And the final aspect of the shadow work we want to keep in mind is definitely staying away from that whole snobbery thing, that spiritual snobbery thing, where we think our beliefs are the only beliefs. Our beliefs are our beliefs, just as someone else's beliefs are theirs and theirs alone. It's okay to share them, but we don't want to have others' beliefs stuffed upon us. Therefore, we shouldn't be doing that same thing, nor should we be judging others compared to ourselves based on their belief systems and based upon their beliefs within themselves. This card corresponds with the nines, right? So the nines are getting towards a completion of a cycle, but aren't quite there yet. Things are moving along, things are advancing nicely, but they're not there yet. And this card's about that energy. So you're getting close to where you want to be, but you're not there yet. And one of the things you do want to do at this stage of the game is really focus upon yourself. Do that introspective work. Do that soul searching. And as I said a little bit earlier, don't really take an action towards the completion of what it is you're trying to do. Take some time out right now to look at where you are, look at where you want to be, and make sure the actions, responses, reactions you're about to take are the most appropriate both for yourself as well as for the situation. So definitely, I think, a really cool card for a Thursday as we're getting towards the end of our week. It signifies the nines and the completion that we're approaching. And this card's all about, hey, you're reaching the end of the week, you're reaching that completion. Take some time out right now and make sure you want to tie a bow on that the way you want to tie it, and that's most appropriate for the ending of this week and this situation. So I hope you enjoyed this reading for today. I cannot wait to read for you guys again tomorrow. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to leave a comment. All these things mean a lot to me. They help me grow. But along with that, it helps me be able to put further content onto YouTube. So definitely, please like, subscribe, and comment. And until tomorrow, be safe, be well, and as always, be blessed.